What's up YouTube? It's JV Tech Fanatic and I'm back again with another video. As always, I would like to start this video by thanking each and every one of you for joining me today. I'm absolutely honored that you're here and I would be absolutely grateful if you would consider subscribing to my channel. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and click the notification bell so you know when the latest content is available. If you know, or if you don't know, I just attended CES 2019 for the very first time. I won't pretend that I'm a big, huge YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, so this is the first time that I was able to go, and wow, it was absolutely incredible and overwhelming at the same time. So I want to try to tell you guys about what I experienced. So I want to start today and talk about Samsung's new 8K TVs. And the reason why I want to do so is that one of the main items that I really wanted to look at and talk about with my subscriber base and my viewers is televisions. This year, or last year, 2018, Samsung Q9FN was, or still is, my favorite TV. It had, great features and benefits for gaming with ambient mode and Bixby voice. Just everything about that TV has absolutely stunned me and actually made me a very happy customer. Now, a lot of you are going to ask, should I still continue to buy the Q9 TV? Well, first and foremost, let me let you guys know that typically Samsung starts releasing their TVs in March, at the end of March, April. So you're kind of on the fine line of these new TVs starting to come out. But Samsung released an 8K TV last year. And then now, of course, if you go on their website, you can pre-order the Q900 QLED TV. Now, these TVs are absolutely stunning. So I got to go and, touch them, watch them, and really talk to Samsung about the technology behind these TVs. They will continue with the QLED series, which would be comparable to the 4K TVs that we have right now. And then they have the 8K. So the 4K TVs, the QLED series, the Q6, 7, 8, and 9 will still exist. They were very hush-hush with closed door sessions, but they are going to be unbelievable. That's about as much as I can tell you. Definitely, there's going to be some huge improvements and upgrades, so they're going to be great. Before we get into the 8K, the question right now is, should you buy the Q9? I still believe that you should buy the Q9. One, remember when TVs launch, the price is going to be a little ridiculous. There's not going to be any sales right away. And when the new models are launched, you will start to see the other TVs drop, but they go quickly. So if you're looking to get that deal, try to find right around launch date, which again, into March, maybe April, and then buy your TV right then, and you should get a great deal. But I did not know if the world was ready for 8K. I looked at 8K TVs from Sony, LG, TCL, Huawei, Samsung, some brands I've never heard of. Samsung, in my opinion, by far and away, was the best overall experience. Let me explain. Okay, 8K TVs. First and foremost, Samsung has developed an artificial intelligence system that upconverts not just your picture to 8K, but it now works with sound. So talk about sound real quick. Instead of having to adjust your sound system to maybe movie or sports or news, the artificial intelligence will know what you're watching and it will automatically optimize the sound for you. And it sounded great. If you're watching the news, it upped the voice. If you're watching sports, it upped the crowd noise. If you're watching movies, it would kick on Atmos. But it was amazing. Second thing, 4,000 nits of brightness. I can't even tell you. 2018 Q9 was 2,000 nits. Market industry leader, 4,000 nits, double that. Reflection. They literally, and I'm going to throw up some videos and photos while I'm talking so you guys can kind of see what I saw. But they had a display and it was rotating left and right, and they were showing the glare. They had the Q9, and then they had basically the Q900. And the Q9 again does a great job with reflection, but you still, you know, got a little glare. There was none. It was absolutely stunning. And then in addition to that, remember, with 4,000 nits of brightness, it would drown out anything that was trying to reflect. Now, the next thing that they talked about is sizing. Now, I went around as a consumer wanting to hear what each of these companies talked about. Were they just talking about their TVs, or were they talking about the customer? I have to say, every person I talked to at Samsung, and again, I know this is probably sounding like I work for them or I'm sponsored by them, but I am not in any way. But Samsung continuously talked about what the customer wanted. I was asking questions. Example, why did you not put a One Connect box in the Q8 last year? And it was because the customers wanted a top-end TV and some people didn't want the One Connect box. It was always about what the customer wanted. The customers were complaining about glare, so we fixed the glare. Customers were talking about blooming, so you know, the AI and our new processor, which is the quantum processor 8K, is taking care of the blooming, any distortion. Everything was always, we listened to you, which I found very interesting because no one else ever mentioned what the customer want. They just wanted to talk about how great their TVs were. Samsung continuously went back to, well, the customers wanted, the customers demanded. So I found that really awesome. Next, with this new quantum processor, it is constantly learning. So this artificial intelligence and this quantum processor working together actually learns, sort of like Google Assistant, right? As you watch TV, as you listen to your TV, everything gets better. So what they were saying is the picture actually gets better and better and better over time, which is just phenomenal. Size. They also said that, you know, a couple years ago, 55 inches was big, 65 inches was huge, but customers, because the bezels are gone on these TVs, we're having a pure screen experience, they want bigger TVs. So, you know, they've come up with all these different sizes of TVs. And when I'm looking at it, you got 65 inches. Here's the problem. Starts at $5,000. Pretty expensive. And then you go all the way to 85 inches for $15,000. Now, again, I always say this, it doesn't matter how much money you have, right? You could be a multi-millionaire. Sometimes when it comes to these TVs technologies, that's just pushing it. And we'll get into micro LED next and that cost. But I am telling you, if you were to see these TVs all side by side, so CES was great for me as a first-time viewer, as a first-time consumer, to be able to see all of these TVs in one place. Now, I purchase a lot of TVs, okay? And I do this so I can learn about them and I can show you guys. But I could never imagine buying, you know, 100 TVs and being able to compare them. I got to do that. And I paid very close attention to every detail. And when I lined it up, it went like this. Samsung crushed the competition with their technology. Forget technology. They crushed they crushed all the other competition with their picture quality. It was spectacular. I went up to their 8K model. It was over 90 inches. I put my face about 1 inch from the TV. And I swear to you, I could not see pixels. I could challenge you right now to go to your TV when it's on and go close to it, and you're going to see all the pixels. I didn't see blooming. I didn't see light bleeding at all. The blacks were just as good as OLED technology. I am just so stunned. Right now, today, guys, I would say if you're going to buy a TV in 2019, save your money for the 8K TVs. Samsung, I got to give it to you. Now, can things change? Absolutely. But here's a few other things that were really cool. they signed a deal. They are going to be the only TV manufacturer that you have iTunes built into it. Yes, Apple iTunes. And guess what? All you Apple fans out there, now with Samsung Smart Things, you get to do screencasting, screen sharing. You're going to have your iTunes account on your TV. You're going to have all the functions. This is a huge breakthrough because obviously Samsung and Apple are not two companies that get along with each other. In addition to it, it will support Apple AirPlay 2, but that particular, a few of the big manufacturers like LG will have Apple AirPlay 2. But as far as I know, and again, things can change, Samsung will be the only one that has iTunes. That is pretty cool for all you Apple fans out there. Now, let's just talk really quickly about what they are doing with this TV. First off, HDMI 2.1 is on board. Guess what, gamers? VRR is back. They still have a huge agreement with Xbox, so you are going to get a full 120 frames per second in 4K and a full 60 frames per second in 8K. Wow, right? In a TV screen. Could you imagine having over an 80-inch TV and gaming like that? Absolutely, just breathtaking. Direct full array lighting. Again, they're not giving specific numbers, but they said that they severely upped the ante. I wouldn't doubt, if they really, I'm not going to say any numbers, but they've upped the ante quite a bit. Basically, you're getting HDR 24x, high dynamic range is quantum dot. You are going to have that quantum processor 8K, ultra black elite. You get the contrast elite. You're going to get Dolby. Now here's the thing. 3 of the reps told me that these TVs will support Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and they told me that the 2018 models, the only reason that they weren't supporting Dolby Atmos was because they needed the eARC support, which is the enhanced ARC support. So again, the QLED series is hush hush, but I believe we're going to see full eARC support. But the rep told me that the 8K will support both Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, and we will get Dolby Atmos. Now, that is basically everything rolled into one. Again, he was talking about Samsung listening to the customers. Of course, you're going to get the latest and greatest in Wi-Fi and technology. I mean, the processors were silky smooth and fast. I'm just trying to think anything else. The ambient mode is expanded. Samsung Smart Things is expanded with Bixby voice support. And I'm so happy to say that this year they said that they are now bringing back Google voice support and Alexa's voice support. So they are going to give us the option of all 3. And I don't know if you were aware of it, but they kind of took away every support except Bixby in their refrigerators and all of their smart products, and they are adding them back, which is great. Other than that, all I can say is absolutely beautiful, stunning. Now, MicroLED TVs, the wall. We've been hearing about this. First off, I know everyone's saying it's coming out and it's been out. I don't really agree with that because if and when you can get it, it's likely going to be more than a Ferrari. That to me is not coming out. That's basically saying we have technology that's better than everyone else's, and we're not ready to mass market it yet. They showed a 75-inch version and then up to a 300-inch version. Now, this is the first time I saw the micro LED technology, but this is the future of Samsung. This is the future of televisions. Again, I've said this before, in my opinion, OLED technology will be completely gone in 5 years. I really believe that, and that is because of the burn-in factor. And no matter what people say about taking care of it and all this stuff, that is just a killer. and it's very expensive to produce. So you get micro LED technology. It gives you the exact blacks. It utilizes the same concept, except it's modular, it's brighter, it's beautiful. And I tell you guys, this wall, 300 inches. So imagine this. And again, I'll show you some stuff up here. But what I didn't realize about the wall is that you can have a 300-inch TV. Now on this TV, again, it was crystal clear. It was bright. They showed a concert and it was like the person was standing there. But let's just say you want to drop your TV down to 55 inches or 65 inches. You could press a button, it will turn your TV down to that size. And now you want to add a fireplace and some bookshelves. I'm not talking about legitimate bookshelves. I'm talking digital. It makes your wall look like you got bookshelves, a fireplace, and then a smaller TV. Then boom, press of a button, you got the whole TV. It was absolutely breathtaking. Modular technology, literally taking panels that look like this and going up and making a shape of a TV whatever way you want. It was stunning. They did a demo where they said, oh, how about a long TV that looks like a fish tank? So they made it long and these mods came together, they turn on and boom, you can't even tell that they're individual pieces. The benefit to that is you can make it as big or small as you want, but it's gonna be a few years, I believe, before it's in the regular consumer's hands. And that's meaning you're gonna go to Best Buy or online and you're gonna buy yourself one, right? But the future is bright. I believe the future is going to be, micro LED quantum dot technology, but I can almost guarantee you're not going to be able to get it into your hands unless you're willing to, spend the same price as a house on it. I just wanted to share this with you. It was very exciting to see. We'll do a few more of these videos. It's so overwhelming, but I was so thankful to go there. The future is going to be insane, from robots to self-driving cars. I mean, this stuff is everywhere and it is working. It's just all about getting clearances. And oh my God, just wait till you guys see what 5G can do. We'll talk about that in the next video. I just want to slow it down as always for a second. And I want to say life is so short. Don't forget, never let technology or anything else take you away from your loved ones. Love your family. Take care of each other. Love your neighbors. Go out today and do something nice for someone. Buy someone's lunch in line. Help someone out with their groceries. Say hello. Just be friendly. The world is turning sick and evil. It's getting worse every day, and the only people that can change it is us. And I just want you guys to live life to the fullest, put a smile on your face, and just know that we are the people that can change it all. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I want you to know I do YouTube for you and you only. If you have any questions or comments, please reach me in the comments section. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at JB Tech Fanatic. I'm so thankful. Thank you. I'm JB Tech Fanatic. I can't wait to talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video. Until then, I'm out. Peace.